Hello and welcome to the second episode of Darthak Rising. I'm your host and DM, Zuloth. We're gonna kind of breeze through a little bit of announcements and then we'll do some shoutouts and some introductions. So, firstly, welcome to Darthak Rising. This is a part 2 of 3 parts for the Valghast setting. This is a prologue campaign. Kind of introduces viewers and players to the world of Valghast, which is my own homebrew world that I've been working on for quite a long time. If you missed the first episode, you can see that on my YouTube. Links are for that on the Twitch, I think. And if you're wanting to join the Discord or wanting to join a game, you can go ahead and do that on my About page on Twitch. There's a link to my Discord. And you can join this whenever you want. It's free of charge, as well as the games. The games themselves are free of charge. So, we take all comers except for Nazis. Anyway, moving on. The other announcements we have to do with the schedule. Currently, the next Darthak Rising game is in 2 weeks. That's 2 weeks from today. That will be on the 28th of December, same time, 7:30. That's US East. For the we just lost somebody. There he is. Okay. For the other games, Lost and Theros is every other Wednesday. The most recent game was on the 8th. The next game will be on the 22nd. Dark Heresy's canceled this month. We'll have a meeting about Dark Heresy next month, and then we'll probably pick up games again sometime mid-January. The next prologue one-shot is on January the 7th, I believe. That is Among Desert Jewels. That one's a pretty big event. It introduces some more information about the background of the setting, about current events in the setting, as well as some interesting characters. So that is on the 7th at 7:30 US East. That's it for the schedule right now. We do have one open game that hasn't fully been staffed with players yet. So we have a couple of open slots yet. Priority seats are for people who haven't played in the setting before and haven't played in any of my games. So I got like 2 of those left. So if you want to join, now's the time. With no further ado, we're going to go ahead and do shoutouts. So let's go through this. I believe most recent were Emily 198236672, thanks for following, and Gash V19, thanks for following. Here's your little alerts. Play that one. There we go. And thanks for following Keeper Corvidae. Alright, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and introduce our players. So I'm going to take each of them off mute one by one. We'll start with Deadman. We'll start at the bottom. Go ahead, Deadman. Unmute yourself and introduce yourself by your handle and also your character.
I am Brian, also known as Walking Dead Man in some quarters. I am playing Leveret, a human bard and fighter. And it's very important that you realize that I have no idea what I'm doing ever. I'm just making it up as I go.
Okay. Thank you very much. Now let's go with Tao. Go ahead.
I'm Tao, playing Dexter, or Great Cleric / Ranger, ready to make my scratch on this wonderful world. Hey, people.
Hey, back. All right. Nice. I've got a comfy hut. Go ahead and unmute and introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Tibbo. I've got a comfy hut, and my character is Allegra. I'm nervous because of the laugh you did earlier when I said that my initiative would protect me. So, I'm not sweating over here or anything. Help me, please.
All right. Next up, we have Cynthia. Cynthia, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi. Can't you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay. Hi. I'm Cynthia. I play Ryan Veraresta, and I am a half-drow fighter.
Indeed. I'll dial you back.
And possibly the most sensible person on the game.
Probably.
That feels like an attack.
Alright, Burn, go ahead.
Hello, I am Bernard Fire. I'm playing Vakken Faust, a half-elf paladin.
You have to say Vakken like that, though. That's how it's pronounced, right? Vakken. Yeah.
Vakken.
Vakken. Right. Okay.
Like a Volkswagen.
Like a Volkswagen.
Warfare.
It's Werf's Flammen. Okay. Last we left off, you guys were at... not that one. You guys were at Mirthhaven. Or about to be. So we're going to go ahead and move over this way. And...
Ooh.
So the map hasn't changed, Tibbo. It's just you are where you are. You guys have arrived just outside of Mirthhaven. The Darthak Rising Players token is where that about is, which is because right about where the mountains meet the forest there. So I'm going to go ahead and read you guys into the scene and preload the scene at the same time. Pause the music and do all this other administrative stuff. Reload and then play. Okay. Then activate.
Oh, dude, check out my ping. Just gonna jump any second now.
It's just your ping's just gonna die immediately. Okay.
Well.
Oh no, it's happening with that, man. Oh, here comes.
I bless the rains down in
Well,
Brazil.
I think
Okay, everybody's ran except.
Watching your pings go.
Is it just you?
Okay.
I don't know, CJ. There's no effects.
It's very pretty, isn't it?
It is.
A dead man. It's called Saga and Bad Ping.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, my computer, like 2 feet next to me.
Yeah. All right. Let me read in.
You can even hear a snowblower in the background.
Yeah.
Let him read it.
Let me read in. All right. As you depart on your journey to the Folkmoot, you're greeted by the snow-covered landscape of the Haveneld, the plains that rest between the Darthak Highlands and the Midlands to the south. Your task takes you northeast to the valleys of the Darthak Highlands. In that direction, out from the eastern gate, you see the snow-crested highlands that you have to ascend, and the mountains thereafter. Your destination is somewhere in those valleys. The roads are maintained and will allow for quicker travel than expected, but the destination is off the path and will take you into the wilds. It'll be several days before you reach your destination, at least. Miles of travel through harsh winter and snow lead to a sleeping village just on the edge of the forest, watered by a small stream that must feed the Velmenth River. This hamlet seems dreary and cold. The few structures are barely putting out any wood smoke. Their hearths must be chilly. As you approach, you see that while the snow on the buildings reminds you of sugary and sweet frosting on pastries from the bakeries of Fortith, a man shambles out from one building, pulling up his trousers as fast as he can, and sputters into the largest building in town, one of the two putting out smoke. What would you all like to do?
Mm-hmm.
Is it... So have we just woken up, or, like, are we just arriving?
You guys have just woken up from your camp. You guys have camped up on this ridge here. So, yeah.
Then Allegra will, like, with her hut still up, she will she'll begin preparing her spells for the day and like wrapped up in one of the very thick blankets and her coat, and just like look at the others who are outside of the hut unless Rianne let them in.
Oh, yes, that would be the proper thing to do. Oh, yes, I did. And we've had words about this before.
Right, so
Manners make the woman.
Yeah,
right, so I'm looking at them on the outside of the hut.
Is it?
I assume
Time to
we've been
resume our
keeping
mission.
watch outside the hut, or have you guys just all been hiding in here while I've been outside in the cold?
Oh no. Okay. So I'll prep my spells, do that, and like dispel the hut. Like slowly trying to keep warm, but like refusing to move from my comfortable positions.
Hello, Allegra. Good morning. Time to resume our mission. Get up. It's time to march.
Come on, it's a wonderful
so
day.
that he doesn't talk.
That's silence.
I look around to see if there's anything hostile going on.
Make a perception check, and also general reminder not to talk over each other. You aren't at an actual table. You guys are on the internet, so when you guys talk over each other, it just blends into an unintelligible mess.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Oops.
Nope. Air.
Deadman, go ahead and make your own roll for perception. I just saw your ping there. Rianne, the most hostile thing you see is just Allegra's absolute refusal to have manners.
That is pretty hostile, you're right, never mind.
17.
What a fine day.
So you don't see anything that can be described as hostile, Leverett. You do notice that it is quite a drop from this ridge that you're on, so you guys will have to go down and around and then towards the village. But that'll probably take you guys at most 30 minutes. But with the snowfall coming in, you guys should make get a move on before it gets too deep.
Hang on a second.
No. Who's next?
Go on, let's get going.
Dexter is helping up Allegra up, but I don't know if Thibault's here.
No, Thibault probably just went to do a thing. So we'll say you help Allegra up.
But if he doesn't bitch, is it even Thibault's character?
We'll just assume that there's this constant string of whiny complaints about it's too cold, the course is too bumpy.
But man,
my back is sore.
Ahem. Allie.
Just picture it.
Anyway,
I had someone at my door, so I had my headset on the whole time.
Nice.
Anyways,
Get up, Allegra. Time to march.
Yeah, I'll proceed to pack up all the comfy stuff.
Okay. You pack up the comfy stuff onto the horse's cart, along with the myriad of goods you guys acquired.
Keeping one blanket out and just like hopping on the side of the carriage or the cart and staying warm on there, and I'll do a ritual of find familiar.
Okay.
Also, remember that a breakfast is the important part of the day. Here, have some berries that I procured yesterday.
Alright, so you go ahead and you pass out some berries, and Allegra, you go ahead and you cast a ritual spell to find a familiar. What is your familiar?
In this case, it'll be an owl.
Okay.
And it will be... What are my choices? Celestial, Fays, or Fiends? I guess we'll go celestial.
Okay. A owl comes into form nearby, first forming out of rays of morning sunlight, and then coalescing and becoming solid, and then coming down to rest on your shoulder. So now you have your familiar.
Okay. I'll pet it on the head and then have it fly around to, like, scout the area around us as we're moving.
Okay. It goes and flies up and starts doing circles above you. All right. What would you guys like to do? Depart and head for the town?
I think that will probably be our best choice.
So.
Okay.
We'll have to take a long route down.
So
As we're setting out, sorry.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Leverett is watching the owl and he mutters, "I can do that."
Amazing how magic of our citizen is so diversified, but still standard. I would love to see your familiar.
I'll summon one if I feel like it. I just, don't want to right now.
Very well.
I can make a deception roll if need be.
No, he completely believes you.
Okay. The way that I usually run that sort of thing, just for your edification, you can say whatever you want to say, and if they don't believe you, they can ask for an insight check, in which case I will ask you to roll a deception or a persuasion. But until they try to insight check you, I'm not going to ask for a roll. You can just say whatever you want to say. That leaves a little bit of a mystery on your end, so you don't have to out yourself, as well as if you're going to make a deception check, you just have to tell me that, and you can tell me that in a direct message on Discord, and I'll, pretend that I never saw it. So that's all. Moving on. So you guys head down towards the town. I'm getting some static. Let's see. Nope. Okay. So you guys move on into town. You arrive. There are many buildings here, but only two of them are putting out smoke. One of them looks like a larger main house sort of deal, easily descended from longhouses, where it's appears to be like a main hall sort of deal. It's near the center of town, and then there's another more fortified building that is made entirely out of stone. It's very square. It looks very like pre-planned and prefabricated, as opposed to the other buildings that are just, haphazardly built in whatever way the citizens wanted to. Those of you that have a military background in the setting are aware that the building that looks prefabricated and is, made entirely out of stone, that is a CDF barracks. They all look the same. And that one is also putting out smoke. So that's the two buildings.
Okay. I'm going to head for the barracks.
Okay.
Introduce and make ourselves known to the commander.
All right. You head over to the barracks. It is, as described previously, a squat building that is fortified. You go ahead and you knock on the door. It's a heavy iron door. The clanging of the metal seems to have roused someone on the inside. You hear a scraping sound as the door is unbarred. It opens outward, and the person inside, as a flooding of warmth and like nice warm firelight comes out, appears to be a older knight in charge, who appears to be in charge. He says, "Oh, I wasn't expecting visitors. Come in, come in. Anything I can help you with?"
I am Rianne Var Edesta, and we are here on behalf of the houses. We're sent on a mission to perhaps make a better peace.
Oh,
We should
okay.
have gotten something in the dispatches.
I think I did. Hold on. He goes over to the front desk and he, pushes the desk sergeant out of the way. Goes rifling through papers. Here it is. Yeah, I was supposed to keep an eye out for potential group traveling through this town, heading northeast. Okay, so that's you guys.
Yes.
If you guys need a place to stay, you're welcome to stay here in the barracks. Otherwise, yeah, welcome to Mirthhaven. It's been pretty quiet.
Quiet is always good.
Yeah.
Allegra will walk in.
Mhm.
I assume the whole group has been allowed in.
Oh yeah. He's
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. He's letting you guys
She's
in.
gonna find the nearest fire and start warming up.
Yeah, there's a hearth nearby. You can walk over and just kneel down and start warming up. You get go ahead and give me a perception check as you pass by one of the doors.
Okay. Any kind of bonuses or anything?
Nope.
Oh no.
Why would I give you a bonus?
24.
This isn't Dark Heresy. Okay. So when you casually look in, you do see that there are rows of bunk beds. About half of them appear to be in use. There's about 10 people in the barracks in general. About 6 of them are in that bunk room, crowded around a circular table where 2 soldiers are arm wrestling.
Ooh.
Ugh. Make a face at that and then proceed to just go back to warming up.
Okay.
A great moment of camaraderie. Bon
Do I see
habitant,
her make a face?
Sure, if you want to call that bonding.
DJ, does Rianne see Allegra make the face?
Oh, I doubt Allegra's trying to hide her.
There's no nuance to it. It is very obvious between the cold and the seeing that. It's just very upfront.
She's going to walk past her cousin and very subtly flick her ear very hard.
Oh,
That stings a bit because it's so cold.
Mm-hmm. I have mail on.
what was that for?
Manners make the lady.
Yeah,
Manners make the lady.
I didn't say anything. I
You
just
didn't have to.
well, they didn't notice.
I did.
Oh.
I'm going to go over and talk to the commander and find out if he can give us any information on the paths further up and the general attitude of the tribes we have to go deal with.
Okay. While you're doing that, what is Byrne, Dexter, and Leverett doing? Because I assume Allegra is just gonna park it in front of the fire.
Oh, yeah.
So, Byrne, what are you up to?
God. Come back to me later. Just
Okay.
can't think of something.
Dexter, what are you up to?
I am just cheery, and I am accompanying Rihanna
Okay.
to listen in on the information.
All right. Leverett, what are you up to?
So there are no other soldiers hanging around other than the arm wrestling ones and the on duty.
Yeah, so there's the on-duty knight who is apparently in charge. He's highest ranking officer. There's the desk sergeant who's just, he's there to interface with the public. And then there's the squad soldiers who are in the bunk room. And that looks like everyone who is involved here. There's probably no troopers on patrol right now.
Okay, so they're probably not going to take kindly to me just wandering into the bunk room. He's going to watch the two guys arm wrestle.
Mm-hmm.
Just hang out.
Okay. Go ahead and
keep his ears open.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, so you do hear the regular cheering on, but you do hear that there are a couple of guys who are having a little bit of a side conversation. You catch a couple of words, but that's about it. One of them being beast, and the other one being, between shouts and cheers, you hear slain.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Whoever will remember that.
Mm-hmm. That's about it. As for Rianne and
me,
Dexter, yeah, you guys head over to the knight, and he says, I haven't introduced myself. My name is Bronze Knight Marius Kelviran. What can I do for you other than providing you guys a place to rest?
I was hoping we could get more information on the northern passes and the current attitude of the tribes.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
I hate these dice. Absolutely hate these dice. I want new dice.
Okay. He says the tribes, as far as I'm aware, haven't been very active. As for passes, land between here and wherever you guys are going is rough terrain. I'm not too familiar with anything beyond the patrol perimeter, and that's only a couple of miles.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up to him and ask him, but you must have heard some stories, any rumors going on about what's going up there in the north? And I'll roll persuasion to try to...
Go ahead.
See if I can a little bit more information.
I'll try to help him going like, oh, stories, I would love to hear some.
Right, yeah, you can take advantage.
Okay, I'll roll again. Make another roll. Oh, well, it's technically an improvement. Technically, you helped.
Yeah, the guy was like, okay. This guy, though.
He said,
I don't like you, but I like that guy.
He says, haven't had any contact this winter, but we did have an incident a few weeks ago. I think the villagers' hunters, that's who they were, got mauled to death out in the woods. Couldn't find what killed them. We searched the hills and the forest for days. It was pretty bad, though. When we found them, they were shreds. There was barely anything left of them.
Ooh, any claw marks or something? Any distinguishable marks?
What we found were claw marks indicative of a draconic creature, either something along the lines of a salamander or a wyvern or something of that nature, maybe a drake. But these things, these things happen in the wilds.
Oh, that girl will like perk her ears up when she hears the the thing about drakes or salamanders? Try and place.
So salamanders and drakes in this setting are different than in D&D, and this would be common knowledge. So a salamander is about 12 feet long. It's a lizard it's a monitor lizard that walks on all fours, and this is the baseline morph of the creature. It's bitey, it's slappy with the tail, it's very slashy with the claws, but it's also got a domesticated variety that is used primarily for its meat, which is very beef-like. And that's it's a very strange creature. But they can be very vicious and they can be extremely deadly in groups. Are
they common to this region? Like, would Allegra know that?
They're common to Cruinthe in its entirety.
Okay.
Are they carnivores or omnivores?
They're omnivores. They are opportunistic eaters. So you guys would know this in general. As for drakes are technically in this setting wingless dragons. They are a lesser variety of dragon. They are not intelligent in the same manner. They're more along the same lines of intelligence as a dog or a pig. They can be trained, but they cannot be. You can't converse with one unless you have a spell that allows you to do so. So they're, in order of intelligence, the higher order creature is a true dragon, the lesser order creature is a drake, and a further lesser order creature is a salamander. Some morphs of salamanders are closer to drakes, but other types of salamanders are lesser. So it really depends on what you're talking about. What this guy described did not sound like a higher order of salamander or a drake, because both of those things have breath weapons.
Okay. So, Allegra's gonna perk up, and she's gonna, look over at Rianne a little bit, can we track it down?
We can try. And I'm not sure how that goes with our mission, but we can try.
She's, trying to hide a little bit of the giddiness of seeing one, because she's never seen one before.
He says, this has already been filed, so he passes you all a piece of paper. And let me configure permissions for this. And observer, and observer, and observer, and observer. It's an after-action report.
Okay.
Ooh, paper.
After-action report.
So this was filed on the 4th. Today is the 29th of Croisius. So it's been 25 days since he filed this.
Where can I see it?
The journal tab, which is the little open book. And then under the folder, Darthak Rising.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
There we go.
Let's see here. We didn't notice any signs of it coming into the village, right?
No.
Okay.
So they've lost all their hunters?
That's what the report says, yeah.
Oof.
So she's gonna whisper over to Rianne. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, it feels sort of odd to have why would there be have basically all 6 hunters working in the same area at the same time?
That's a good question.
More food.
Not necessarily.
Especially when it's dangerous land. Together, they might be able to fight something off that they wouldn't normally be able to, especially in the winter.
Where exactly? You said the Highlands, but Allegra's gonna shuffle over from where the fire is. So where exactly was this?
He takes out a local map, and he does a little bit of math on the paper, and he draws a rough line towards the northeast in charcoal on the parchment. About that direction, It took us, I want to say, 6 or 7 hours to find the bodies. It took us a while to find the bodies, but the bodies were 6 or 7 hours from this position.
Okay.
Foul beast stalked land, I see. What a great tragedy.
So that's like, she's gonna turn to Rianne and like a little bit embarrassed, be like, southeast. It's like in the opposite direction.
No, he
right?
said northeast.
Oh, sorry. And she's like, so northeast. That's like totally in the direction we're going, right?
Yes. Yes.
So like, we could find one and like trap it. I mean, kill it, and then, you know, get stuff.
Wouldn't be a bad. Well, it wouldn't be a bad trophy to present to the other tribes.
Well, it wouldn't be, no. It would be probably quite useful for, which tribe is it?
It's
The North
settled.
tribe.
We'll take care of the problem.
Well, if
No,
Because it's the right thing to
we
do.
allot
The right
allot
thing to
some
do,
time
yeah.
for this, but we're not. If this takes over a day, we're.
Yes,
Excuse me,
because
Dungeon
it's the
Master.
right thing to do.
Yes, Stedman.
Exactly.
Hold on, guys. Yes, Stedman.
Alright.
Stedman, what can I do for you?
Can Leverett tell how? I'm not sure how to phrase it. How much these guards actually care about these dead hunters? Like, do they just?
Yeah, make an insight
You know,
check.
okay. So it'll surely be amazing.
That's not
Why
bad.
not be like that?
That's not bad at all.
You're right.
You did better than I did with advantage.
All right. So you're kind of
Me.
gauging the conversation as they're having it.
Yeah.
The knight is putting on a face. He's trying to be very professional when speaking to these two nobles now, and Vaken and Dexter at the same time. It seems that while the facade is, it's there, you can tell he's a bit concerned, and he's a little bit bent out of shape about it regarding this whole thing. His men found nothing, and he's mad about that because that may or may not be a stain on his honor.
Okay.
You're not aware of any other actions that he took because I assume you're kind of like posted up by a wall, kind of watching.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm mostly trying to gauge whether he, they're a bunch of dead barbarians, who cares, or if this actually matters to him.
Yeah, it's the hunters are from this village, which falls under their protection. So it seems like they care about this.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Great. So like Allegra will turn to Dexter and be like, yes, absolutely, we will take care of this because it is the right thing to do.
Yes, Lady Allegra. It's so good to be accompanied by a noble that knows the plight of the common people. Let's smite this foul beast of this land. Ha ha!
Yes, smite it and in no way capture it.
Yes, I don't know why you said the other thing, but yes, let's smite them.
I gave the sneaky suspicion that what the person wants to do is capture it.
What? No, I just
I-
want to find the thing and save the hunters and all that. And we need to get leaving right now. It's very important. We are on a time crunch.
Who are you and what have you done with my cousin?
And Allegra will like shuffle out, still wrapped up in her blanket.
Okay, you leave the barracks. What are the rest of you doing in the barracks?
Bronze Knight Marius, it is very pleasant to speak with you. I need to go chase after my cousin. I do beg your pardon. And chase after Allie.
Okay. He says, pleasure was mine. You leave.
I'm also going to wish him a farewell and head over, and Vaken will head over to the big common longhouse, you said?
Okay.
Seems to be a common area.
Yes. So you go ahead and you leave that building. You cross the path in the middle of the square, as it were. It's more of a hamlet, less of a square, and there's even it doesn't qualify as much other than a place where the well is. You cross. You feel that the snow, while thin, is hard packed. It's been probably layered here for a while. You reach the building, you open the door, and you hear, "Shut it before we catch the death of winter!" The room smells of wood.
Close the door quickly behind me.
Yeah, the room smells of wood smoke, sweat, with a faint odor of something elusive in the air. Most of the people here are gathered around the hearth near the back of the room, waiting by the fire for winter to pass them by without work or purpose. The townsfolk appear to have a wary look in their eye as they gauge you as you enter.
I'm with my cousin, correct? I'm with
Yes.
Allie.
What do I see? So I see.
We're not there.
Yeah. You guys, the ladies are outside in the space, but they're not in the main house where Vakken just went. So Vakken, what was your question?
Well, what do I like? So I see everybody gathered around the fire. Is there anybody, like, people sitting in chairs? Is there any sort of, like...
Yeah, some of them are sitting in chairs, and some of them are
Like-
on the floor. It appears to be the whole village. So it's good, like, 30 people. Old people, elders,
30 people?
middle-aged, the youth, and children.
Everybody cooped up in a single place to ride out the winter.
One of the older gentlemen
Oh,
comes
cool.
over, he gets up and he starts coming to meet you. Are you going to approach him as well, or is he going to cross the
Yeah,
whole...
I'll approach him.
Okay. Says, "Well, stranger enters our town, as winter is almost half over. So, what's your business here?"
Well, I'm heading up north to meet the tribes in the northern area, in the northern territories.
Well, good luck.
I was in, and while I was here, I was wondering if if you could tell me anything about them.
Just that they're barbarians and raiders. They raid this village often enough for us to have our own military barracks stationed here. So that's what I know about them. Don't care to know much else.
I understand this might be a difficult subject. I thank you for telling me what you can.
He's just staring at you, waiting for you to do something else or leave.
What, can't a weary traveler stay here instead of staying out in the cold?
Well, you're welcome to stay here, but we have no food or anything else to offer but scant warmth we have. So, find a spot if you'd like.
Pull out a piece of bread from my rations and split it in half. I'll say, if somebody could help me with. If only somebody knew a bit more about the tribes up north, I'd be more than willing to share some bread.
You can make a persuasion check if you'd like. Okay. His eyes narrow. Looks like he has a bit of a stubborn streak, and he says, "That won't be necessary, son, and I don't know anything else."
Maybe you could point me to somebody who does know something.
The only people that know more than I do is those that kill them. You can go talk to the CDF if you'd like.
I hand him half the run and move on and head out.
He refuses it. He refuses it and walks back to the half circle around the fire.
A person who's near gaunt is refusing food.
Yeah.
Okay.
If there's nothing else, I'm just going to go and shake the hand of Bronze Knight Marius, and I'm going to leave to look for where the people are. I imagine I see Allegra and her... Is it cousin?
Cousin, yes.
Yes.
It's there just outside the barracks.
I approach them. So, what's the next step? I do got some map if we're willing to...
Now, I'm busy. And she'll, go back to chanting her augury spell.
And
I'm sorry,
I
my
grab
lady.
his arm and pull him back. We're going to wait and see what she comes up with. And then we'll go forward.
Okay. While this is going to take exactly 11 minutes. So, while that's happening, Leverett, what are you doing? You're the last one in the barracks.
Arm wrestle them.
Do it.
Steal their money while they're arm wrestling.
To shreds, you say. You're muted, by the way, dead man, if you're talking.
He stepped away for a minute, so we're gonna have to wait.
Oh.
I'm back, and I'm not speaking.
Okay.
Alright, so...
So why do you want to do arm wrestling with them?
Leverett, what were you up to?
Oh, I was following wherever the most of our people were.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just saw your messages just now. Alright, so yeah, you head out with the rest of the group. Allegra's casting a spell. Squatted on the ground, casting some gem inlaid sticks, laying out cards, rolling dragon bones, all kinds of divining hoopla. At the end of your augury, your spell completes, and you find that this is a... What was your exact question? Regarding the plan of action and tracking down the beast, are you more asking if it'll be successful to track down the beast, or if that's... What's the exact question there?
That's what I suppose she's trying to... Like, if we head up to where they found the bodies, to track the beast down, will we be successful in doing so?
Okay. After your spell completes, you smell the lovely scent of honey and fresh summer flowers.
Allegra's gonna, ponder that for a minute, and then, think about it, go to her spellbook and start flipping through to the augury page. And she's gonna be like, honey. And she's gonna, look it up and down, trying to decipher what that means.
That means, generally, that it's a good thing.
She's gonna, oh yeah, and she'll like look back at the ground. Yeah, this bone landed here. Okay, yeah, we should be leaving like really soon. Like
And
really,
what did
really
you
soon.
find, cousin?
We're gonna have the best of luck, and she'll like give her a little thumbs up.
Insight check, my cousin.
Yeah, go ahead. Allegra, roll me a check for persuasion or deception, whichever you prefer. Privately to me.
Okay, hang on. Let me see. Okay, let me do it like this.
On page 52, the smell of honey indicates you might be mauled by a bear.
You know what?
That's all I've made all game.
I don't even want to know what I roll to you, so we're gonna do that.
I mean, Rian, you know Allegra. She's not very convincing in general.
And I know all her tells.
And so this whole thing, like the thumbs up, that's probably like just, I mean, earnest, but that's about it. Very earnest about how good it is, but can't describe that it's actually good or not. Just thinks it's very good.
So, like, what did I roll there?
You rolled a 7.
Well,
Could you, even with the nat 20, could you get like higher than that?
yeah. My persuasion and deception are very decent.
Oh, nice.
So, like, you know, she's like, she's not like being deceitful about it. She's like, we'll have pretty good luck. It's just, you know, she's like selling up how much luck there will be.
You rolled a natural 2, Tib. So
Well, yeah, right? But, you know. Look,
Okay,
Allegra's a
that's
noble, not a
terrifying.
car salesman, okay?
it's a very it's an overweight 7. Moving on. All right. So what are you guys doing now? You guys are more or less gathered outside. Vakken, you just came from inside the main house. You see that this spell has more or less ended, and you guys are all together again.
And Vakenfoss is finishing off the last bit of his bread.
Okay.
Well, I guess we should. Ali thinks we're going to have good luck, and bringing, if we manage to kill it, bringing back a strange animal for the Großjager would be useful, and it would help the village, especially if whatever it was edible. You didn't happen to see if it was edible, did you?
It is very edible.
Do I need to insight check her again?
I mean, you don't really need to. You know who she is.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it up, and
worry
I'll
not.
that ear again.
Worry
Huh?
not. Even if okay.
No, go ahead.
Worry not. Even if the food is poison, I can use magic to purify it.
I would like to insight check that.
Go ahead. Kyle, send me a private roll. Dexter.
Okay.
Dexter.
While food can be purified, taste cannot be.
Sure.
This entire session is distrusting the party members.
Okay.
Oh, I trust my cousin as far as I can throw her.
Okay, CJ, I got a question.
Which would be pretty far.
Yes.
What do I send to you if I'm not lying?
If you're not lying, it's a persuasion check. If you're lying your ass off, it's a deception check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I gotta look up your modifier because it didn't tag exactly what that was.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
I did put my modifier in it.
You did, but they're both the same, so you're gonna have to send me a message directly of what it's supposed to be. Direct message me. Okay.
Yep.
Yep. All right. Yeah, he's definitely not lying. He's just not very convincing.
Okay, she's gonna like grimace a little bit, like very quickly, so Rianne doesn't notice, and then go, yeah. Alright, anyways, we should be on our way, because I can only see like so far into the future. You know, it gets a little hazy after that, so like, let's get going. And she'll like quickly hop up into the cart and wrap up in her blanket and like pat the seat for someone else to like drive.
I can't drive. Rianne can't drive worth diddly, so you're on your own now.
Dexter's going to go then.
Okay. Everybody go ahead and make me a perception check.
Can I get advantage since I have a familiar
Blanky?
flying around?
Your familiar may make a separate check.
Okay.
Or can a familiar use the help action?
They can, but I assume this familiar is flying up above.
So,
Perception. Let's see if I can do any better this time.
God. Now I've got to find...
I rolled. My shoes appear to be untied.
Would you say that this is related to my terrain?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I got a decent roll.
Yeah. Vakin, you got a 1.
Yeah, my shoes appear to be untied.
Mm-hmm.
The second roll, CJ, is for the owl.
Okay. The owl whispers in your head, Allegra. Allegra.
Mhm.
The CDF troopers are on the move.
Where are they going?
You turn your head, you see them kind of like, the Bronze Knight is out front and he's just kind of like, looks like he's just getting everybody set up to go on patrol. Dexter, you notice this as well as Rianne. Leverett, you are kind of more interested in the snowfall at the moment. It's starting to pick up. Weather's getting worse.
Yeah.
Hey, Dexter, is that normal?
The men doing patrols?
Yeah.
Well, they should do their patrols, else they're not doing their job. I cannot tell you why they're doing so. Maybe they're afraid of the monster coming to them directly. Because they don't have the hunters anymore.
The owl reports that a couple of guys are going this way and starting to do a loop around the village, and a couple more guys are heading this way and then doing a loop this way.
CJ, what direction do we need to go to find the monster?
Northeast, I believe it was that?
Northeast.
Where's the Bronze Knight in relation to us? Like,
he's like right around here. And you guys are like right over here.
So within, say, 30 feet?
Yeah, thereabouts.
Can I... Does it look like they're doing anything suspicious, or does this look normal?
This looks normal. It looks like they're doing their jobs.
Okay, then I'm going to, like, not worry about it anymore, and just, like, tell my familiar to keep an eye on them, just in case.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna, like, look at Dexter and be like, yeah, we should really be on the way. You know, do the little...
Right away.
Giddy up thing.
He goes and takes a look to see if everybody's boarded, and if everything seems in order, he's going to start going.
Yeah, you guys have a smattering of horses as well. You guys did buy some riding horses, so you guys mount up as long as everybody is ready to do that, and you move on. Okay.
I have my fine steed. I'm ready on.
All right, just a second. Let me make sure everything loads in for you guys, right? And I'm getting not modified for a couple of you. I'm just gonna let it have a moment.
just a moment so that we can all cry.
Yeah. Yeah! Everybody moved over all at once. Look at that. Okay. So, head into the woods. About 8 or 9 hours later, because the terrain slows you down, go ahead and give me a survival check. Whoever is leading the tracking can do this. This will be a forest winter terrain or mountainous terrain. So if you're, if those are your preferred terrains, Dexter, that's advantage for you.
Mm-hmm.
Allegra's either gonna like help or hurt whoever's doing it.
I'm going to be doing that, and actually, favorite terrain is double the proficiency, so it's kind of like expertise.
Okay, well, you're still going to get advantage because Allegra said they were going to help.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She's just like gonna point out and be like, "Ooh, look, those are tracks, right?"
They absolutely are. Good job.
Yeah, look. And then just gonna like roll her.
Oh,
out.
natural 20.
There you go.
Yay!
Okay.
Oh my god!
So,
Allegra! Those are the tracks we needed. Good job.
So, it takes you a few days of tracking through the snow and through the woods. It's about... First it's 5 days, and then you find another body. And this body is a large animal, ripped to shreds. Just the bones and a little bit of the flesh is left frozen in the snow. You guys dug to find it under the snow, but you found it. It's at this juncture that you figure out that it's two creatures hunting in tandem.
Oh, lovely, a pack.
Now that you say this, favorite terrain, if I'm tracking something, I get to learn the number, the size, and how long they pass the area.
Yeah, I'm giving you that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There was 2.
Yeah, there were 2. They're large. They're quite sizable. You can tell this from the breaks in the trees. They attacked from above. And
Oh, yay.
broke through the trees and attacked the creature from above and ripped it apart. They, based on the marks that are left on the body and the state of what's left of the carcass, they're draconic in nature. They're very likely either drakes or wyverns. This is definitely not the work of Darthaki harpies or a salamander. Salamanders can't fly, and harpies aren't big enough to crash through the trees like that. So it's either a drake that got launched somehow, either climbed up the tree in the first place, but you didn't see any marks on the bark that would indicate that it climbed first. So you're leaning in the direction of a wyvern, but it's definitely a draconic morph. Draconic morphology.
Do I have any idea how dangerous they are, or if they have like some combat thing that I need to know, like, oh, you cannot use fire on them, for example?
The only thing that you're aware of in general with these particular creatures is they can be quite varied. Many of the creatures in Cruinthe are very susceptible to magic and what magic can do to something. So when I use the word morph, I mean their morphology, it can be consistent sometimes, and it can also be much more dangerous. There's usually several stages of a creature's anatomy or morphology. The baseline is usually quite dangerous. It's usually what you expect. Then there is the second tier version of the creature, and that's the way it's understood in the military. You're aware of this because that's how you're taught. The second tier of the creature is magically dangerous, as well as physically dangerous, and they usually have like a level of resistance, and they usually have some kind of magic bullshit going on. And then there's the third tier of creature, which is shitting your pants dangerous. We're talking you would need a full team of knights to bring it down. And you're the only person here who's got modern knight training. Everyone else is not a military person or a military veteran from a long time ago. So this could be a situation where you're up against a normal morph or a tier 2 morph. A tier 3 morph wouldn't be hunting in a pack, it'd be alone. Or there would be so many smaller ones that it would have been noticed in a big way. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I got a question regarding the tiers.
Yeah.
Is it by age, or is it like a subtype? Are they born like in that tier?
No, it's more by... It's not really well understood. Some theories currently understand it as exposure to magic or exposure to combat scenarios. Like they gain a certain amount of experience, and then they take in a certain amount of magic, and they change rapidly. They mutate, or they are created that way. There is a theory, a radical theory, but a theory that they are manufactured that way by someone. Unsure of who, but that's a theory. It's not widely accepted because a lot of the creatures are naturally occurring. Wyverns themselves are naturally occurring in the Darthaki Highlands and the northern Darthak Mountains, and the western Darthak Mountains. They exist, but the higher morphs are rare, and rarer still. So this could be either a dangerous situation or an excessively dangerous situation, depending on what goes on. And that's the second body you find after where the hunters died. Their bodies had already been removed and brought back to town for burial. So you can go ahead and relay this to the party, and you guys can discuss that information if you'd like.
While we are going, there's Dexter first brings that up as a small talk, as like he's traveling with Allegra on the front part of it. He does say the part where they are being created as kind of like a joke, like make sure they're like, but that's silly, you know?
Does Allegra have any kind of like? You said it's like a really radical theory, but like, has this been discussed at all at the Mages College or anything like that? Like, even just in like small talk passing?
Go ahead, give me a history check.
With advantage?
No, this is rumor stuff.
Shit.
Hearsay.
Come on, someone. Shit.
I'll help her.
How would you be able to help her?
I have a lot of history. I've been around a long time.
Okay. I'll allow that, since you've been around for a long time. You can roll again, Allegra.
God, come on, please! No! It's a 13.
Okay.
Did it carry me? My...
Also, it's still hidden to the rest of us.
Yeah.
The stream can see it. It's fine.
Okay.
Also, don't stream snipe. Just to let you guys know, stuff happens while I'm doing stuff. You don't want to spoil yourselves. So, you recall a conversation between two professors about the idea of being able to make a monster, but it was sort of like being laughed at, like they were looking at something and they were laughing about it. It wasn't being taken seriously.
She's gonna like think about it for a minute, and like she's also gonna think back to any of her classes, having taken several different ones. I guess the most applicable would be alchemy, and looks like black magic.
Black magic is what they call combat magic. So it's just
okay.
fireballs, evocation, that kind of shit.
What about
necromancy.
summoning or charging?
Summoning is something that is tangentially related. There's an understanding that you could summon a creature from another plane or from this one and have it do your bidding. And you understand the how that's supposed to work from a mathematical, theoretical standpoint.
She'll think about it for a minute and get
That's not really what's described, though. What they're talking about is sort of from alchemy, from what you know.
Right.
That's potion brewing. That's that kind of stuff. This theory, your head's reeling, trying to figure out how you would even start that. What you would even need to do to start that.
So Allegra will think about it for a minute and get deadly, she'll get deadpan and be like, I guess it's possible you could make one, but there's a lot of things, you have to bring it to life, and that's really difficult, but how do you even get it to listen to you? Get it to move? There's a lot of things with this. I guess it's possible. But this doesn't. I don't think anybody in this region could do it. Even the people at the Mages College thought it was far-fetched, and some of them are pretty bright.
Vakken thinks about what Dex said, because he said these things don't normally fly, right? And there's no signs that it climbed the trees?
No, a drake doesn't normally fly because it's a land-based.
Yeah,
a wyvern does, and these came down through the trees, and they attacked from above. So when he was going to describe it to you, he would have described that they attacked from above.
Okay.
It is more of me doing small talk with Allegra, and on the evening he would say the same things to you guys, but in a less small talk kind of way, but more strategic, warning. Unless you just pop your head out of the carriage and start interacting with us.
Well,
no, she'll just keep it to Dexter unless it's at night.
No, I'm not talking about the crate. I'm thinking about. So we think these creatures can fly, right? Is what we're
probably
going with. Is there any chance they might have just jumped on, basically high jumped essentially on their prey?
Not quite, because you see the ground is quite snowy, and their tracks are kind of fresh. If they jumped, the strength of it and the height of the jump to do their attack will leave quite a noticeable tracking for them. So I don't think that's the case. It will be a small crater on the snow, but not quite that.
You'd be able to see, if they were jumping, a takeoff point that would launch them through the trees, and then a landing point that would come crashing through the trees if they were jumping. They appear out of the sky, out of nowhere, and they come down, and then they leave almost the same direction.
It's yeah, basically that.
But if they're flying and it's snowing, they're probably not coming out? Because it has to be really hard. Even birds don't really fly in the snow, right? They don't.
No, they do fly in the snow.
She'll look to a familiar she doesn't believe what Rianne just said to her.
Your owl kind of shrugs and is like, I could totally fly right now. I just don't want to.
She'll look
She's
back.
Bird Leverett.
She'll turn back to Rianne and be like, he said he doesn't want to fly in it, so we'll be safe as long as it's snowing. Right?
Not quite.
I am not willing to risk your life on that.
Well,
No.
she'll like getting close to Rianne. I'm not risking mine. It's fine. So,
Oh.
um,
I'm sorry. She's trying so hard right now not to gibbs the back of Lerga's head.
so, do you know how far away these things are, or are we still like weeks out?
Mm-hmm. How fresh are the tracks?
Probably a week and a half. It's got to be close to your destination is where these things came from, because they can range quite far. They can fly, so their range is pretty big. You guys are probably gonna need to spend another week on the road just to get close to it.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, we're still a week's off. However, the good news is that we're getting closer to our destination at the same time. So two birds with one stone, I say.
Oh, whatever. Fine, let's keep going.
Cheer up, Allegra. Everything's gonna go fine.
I'm disappointed that the thing that leaned that's gonna kill us is a week away. It's going to kill us all is a week away.
Yeah.
Like, so it's
Can
out
I slow
loud.
him first?
I didn't hear the first word.
She's like getting in close to Rianne and like pointing at Dexter and being like, "Can I slow him first?"
You want to
Well,
die
Dexter
sooner?
was the one that made the comment.
No, sorry, Dexter. I should be like, no, but like, they'll go
And
after the
that's your
slowest one
answer.
first.
As you're pointing, Dexter just has a smile on his face, a very genuine smile.
I'm sorry, I have to gibbs my cousin right now, and I smack the back of her head.
Ow!
Oh.
No!
All right.
Okay, we should camp for the night and
I
get
put up
nice
with
and
Calvin.
warm.
Why? Defend you against Calvin? Why?
This is
No!
fine. I won't slow him. Anyways, let me get the little hut together.
All right. So you go ahead and you make camp in the woods, in the highlands. The terrain, as you keep going, ever endlessly increases in elevation.
Elevation?
Elevation, yeah.
I will make sure to also cast alarm around the tiny hut whenever we go to sleep.
All right. As you do that, you lay out your silver thread. Perfectly fine. Okay, so let's say you guys can roll a long rest if you'd like. Take you another week or so, unless you guys want to talk about anything or do anything. Yeah, go ahead.
Every day, Allegra will be doing augury as a ritual in the morning. Just as like are we gonna have good luck? You know, stuff like that. Just like generally every day, trying to make sure they're still on the right track.
Okay. Yeah, you generally continue to receive the same, fresh honey and summer flowers smell. With that, we're going to go on a 10-minute break. Be back at 9 p.m. U.S. East. So that's about 10 minutes from now.
Everybody say your prayers now.
Welcome back. What would you guys
We
like to
played the Prison
do?
Dragons?
You guys wake up.
Okay, so assuming we are on... God, I have to turn this music down. Hang on. Assuming we're on, like, the last day...
Is it creeping you out?
No, it's okay. Assuming we're on, like... We've reached a point where we're like a day and a half away.
Okay. Yeah, we can back up a little bit. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Okay, no. So if we're on the day of our, like... We're within, only a few miles from these creature
Sure.
that we've been tracking.
Mhm.
Allegra's gonna augury,
Uh-huh.
and she's gonna do it kind of like away from everyone, and she's gonna try and see if she can get a vibe for how the combat with this creature will go for us.
Okay.
Whether whether it's gonna be favorable.
You're going to use it as a ritual, right? To avoid
Yes.
burning the spell slot? Okay.
Yes.
So how this goes is there's no reaction to the spell.
Oh, I don't like that. She's gonna, she's not really sure if when she casts augury, if anyone else gets that, whiff, so she's gonna, prestidigitation to get the smell
Mm-hmm.
just right.
Okay.
Let it, waft through the air so everybody can kind of, smell it.
Alright.
And, because she's not really sure if they've smelled it before when she's done augury. The passages are very unclear
Okay.
in her smudged up spell book.
Do we have it? We have everybody back, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Hey, Allegra, what are you doing?
Alright, I got Cynthia
What's that
who's
smell?
who's muted. Hold on. Just want to make sure she's back. Cynthia, are you back yet?
I am, in fact, back, yes.
Okay.
I was just thinking.
Alright, so you guys roll up on where you think the nest is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look, there's a combat map. This is not boding well for us.
Alright. So you
Allegra's... Go ahead. Sorry.
So you have just for your awareness, this is a cliff. Note the size of these trees compared to these trees.
Good. Good gameplay.
This is a big fall. Okay?
It is a very big fall.
Yeah. It's a good 100 feet or so off this cliff. This looks like a
Ow.
frozen stream of some kind. You guys are allowed to position yourselves within a few squares of where you are. At most, 2 squares in any direction.
I would like to.
Oh, I actually can't move my character at all.
We're paused,
Nope.
CJ.
Uh-huh. I would like to declare an action before we got here.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to. Shit, it's escaping my mind. Before we went here, I would have liked to cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay. Go ahead and burn the spell. Go ahead and click on the little button in your sheet in Foundry, and then you may roll a stealth check. Anyone else who wants to be stealth may also roll a stealth check.
I will.
Ha!
I mean, you guys might as well roll. You get a +10 to the roll.
Yeah, give me
I
just
do.
a second.
Yeah, Pass Without Trace is a very powerful spell.
It's nice. It's
So
you'll
stealth.
okay. So that's a 20.
Good lord.
That is a 16, CJ.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can math.
Okay, I was just making sure.
That's a pretty good roll.
What kind of armor are you wearing, Vakin?
Light.
Okay.
While we are in the area, Allegra's gonna have her owl just flying around, acting like natural.
Sure.
Not wow, look, this is totally not a natural owl. It's trying to blend in.
Tasty owl.
Hold on. I have a
High casual.
Leverett,
Yes.
do you have a natural 13, or is that 10 in there from the Pass Without a Trace?
That's with the 10.
Okay.
Jesus, could you imagine?
All right.
Oh wait, it can happen. It can...
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And mine I did not add, so mine is
Does my
37.
owl need to roll anything to just like...
Needs to roll perception and stealth if you don't mind.
Okay.
Thibaut, is it within my pass without a trace spell?
It would be, I suppose, initially.
If he leaves it 30 feet, then it cannot help.
Okay, then it probably has left that. So this is its perception, CJ.
Okay.
And this will be its stealth roll. Fun fact: my owl is retarded.
He's kind of flying off towards this structure in the northeast. Looks like a palisade of some kind. So you're getting that image that you didn't ask for. It looks like he's found the Folkmoot.
Oh. That... Allegra's gonna, like, ponder it a little bit and, like, whisper to Rianne and be like, was there any information about them taming these kinds of creatures? Because, like, the Folkmoot is right up there. Like,
I'd have to... I can look that up after, because things seem to be a bit crazy right now. And Rianne has pulled her battle axe, by the way.
Okay.
That's really sharp. Allegra's gonna try to, like, remember through the books that she read, and then, she'll try to quietly walk over to the bard. And ask him the same thing. That's not the bard. This is the bard.
Nope, that's not the bard either.
That's
oh
me.
My God. Shit, y'all
that's
have... Okay, so she'll... So I guess she's
tell
like...
which I am, because I'm a circle.
Okay, so she'll, like, ask him. She'll be like, hey, you had one of those books about the tribes, right?
I don't have the book, but I have the story.
Yeah, that one. Is there anything about them taming the big reptile birds?
The DM would have to tell me for sure, but I don't believe there was.
No, there was not.
Oh, wait a minute, no, there's the gross jet. They pride themselves on able to subjugate the most terrifying animals, monsters, and all manner of beasts.
Subjugate is a interpretive word. Not sure what it could. It could mean anything in.
Well, it could be anything from tame to murder.
Yes.
Can Allegra, like, she picked up a book about the Darthak Tribes.
Yeah.
Can I make a history check?
Sure.
Okay. With advantage, maybe? Because I have history classes?
Your history classes pertain to Cruinthe. They do not pertain to the Darthaki.
Okay, 13.
No. You're unaware of any practices where they tame any Dracomorphs.
Okay.
Hey, Allegra, come right here.
Why?
How heavy is a load that your owl can fly?
She'll ask her owl very, like, why the hell does he need to know this?
Look,
Like,
do you see forward? Do you see the nest?
I see a lot of bones.
Yes. And we're currently hidden, so I had this plan. And Dexter, like, takes out of his bag a single bomb that he took from the case. Can you drop this on that? Could your owl put this on the nest?
So my owl has seen the palisades up here.
Yeah.
Has my owl seen anything in the nest?
No.
Okay. She'll look at him and be like, the Folkmoot is, like, down, and she'll point off in that direction. It's down there. I don't think it's a good idea for us to use explosives that close to them, and there's whatever thing you think is up there is not there.
Well, but Dex... Oh, God. Dex does have a point, though. Destroying the nest would draw their attention.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna like get really quiet, like deathly quiet, and back up a couple of steps after hearing the dragon roar. And like,
well, I'm not the best thrower over here. Then, if we're not gonna do this, then who here has the best throwing arm?
oh god.
No, it would be improvised ranged weapon. That would be actually no. Would grenade be just considered a simple throwing weapon or a improvised?
Grenades are a simple throwing weapon. In this.
So you could just use Dex, right?
Yeah.
Dex. I'll throw it.
Okay.
Limited range though, so you'd have to get closer.
Okay.
What's the range again?
It's about the same as a javelin.
I'm gonna stay back here.
20 feet.
Do you have any?
If I want,
Do you have any way to light it up?
Yeah, all you have to do is pop the cork to light it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then Dexter's gonna give it to Wagen. His bomb.
Sorry, Vaken.
Vaken.
If you're trying to get it in the nest, you need to be here.
So Allegra
technically,
did.
I could do it further with disadvantage.
Yes.
Okay.
You could do it from further away at disadvantage.
Yeah. So to clarify, guys, Allegra already said to at least to Dexter that there's nothing in this area where you're trying to throw the grenade. Like her familiar didn't see anything right there. So.
Oh yeah. No. It was like what is it? We would put it there. And then when it came, we would light it up.
And we all heard the dragon roar, right?
Yeah, I would not have done the diegetic sounds if you didn't hear it.
Okay. So Allegra's backing up a little bit, and she's gonna be like, I'm gonna stay back here.
Okay, Vagen, take the bomb. And Dexter's gonna take out the
long range would be 60. The long range for it is 60, right? Or no, it's 40 for. It's 60. Long range is 60 for javelins, right? With disadvantage.
Right.
Sweet.
Am I?
Javelin, right? Yes, that's what I said.
Please do not throw that.
Okay, I'm within 60 feet for the grenade at long range.
The range for a javelin is 30, 120.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm still within. Okay, definitely within range for the long distance huck.
Okay. Dexter currently has his shield on his back, sword on like a scabbard, but he's holding like a lance with two hands, getting ready next to Rihanna.
Okay. Go ahead. Any last-minute preparations before he tosses the bomb?
Get the hell back away from the edge of that cliff.
Again.
On it, it's like wait, hold up.
Okay, hang on.
Are you going to throw it now?
Yes.
At what?
To nest.
Question.
Yeah, Allegra has been very clear that that's a waste of a grenade. There's nothing there.
I mean, my plan was to hide it there and then explode. If that's not the plan we're going, it's better to waste it and then throw it.
I thought the plan was to destroy the nest to get the dragon over here instead of at the clan moot.
No. I gave you the grenade. If we're not gonna plant a trap.
Oh, sorry, I missed. Yeah. Are you saying this out loud, by the way? Because I completely.
If he sees you ready to throw the bomb while you are there's nothing wyvern he would just take one hand out of his lance and motion for you not to do it. Say no.
Okay, I'll stop.
Hand on the cork.
I just hand on the cork, going. Aww.
Mm-hmm. And then he looks forward and see Lavaret. What is he doing? Is he sneaking up?
I guess I can try to jump from cover to cover then.
Mm-hmm. Well,
so, let's move ourselves. Let's move ourselves next to the tree. Oh, what the hell?
Go ahead and make a perception check, Brianne. or whoever posted
That
that?
was me.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead and do that.
Can Allegra look around too? She's a little freaked out by this.
Okay, so yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Uh,
20. Unnatural.
Let me
Unnatural.
go ahead and describe. It's definitely coming from this direction. It may be coming from the cave. There may be two different sounds.
Oh, yay.
Deadman, I want to let you know that like as you are walking away from me, the shadows and the silencing magic that surrounds you
That's
is
Vagan.
getting weaker.
That's Leverett.
Oh yeah. Oh, Vagan is. Oh, I thought Vagan. I thought it was Leverett that was like sneaking up. Okay.
No.
Nope, that's
Okay.
Leverett.
Also,
That's Vacan.
It's not an aura. It's on casting for
No,
traits.
No, like
Each person you choose within 30 feet of you, including you, get to check and cannot be tracked by magic by any means.
I'm gonna make a blanket statement here. How about I adjudicate the rules?
Okay, sorry. I know. I was just I was just reading the spell description.
So, if we're gonna
Okay.
question
never
what
mind.
it says, it says.
Sorry.
No, I got you. Just each creature within the 30 feet has the +10. It's not an aura. It's a buff that sticks to you for the duration. The duration's an hour.
Okay. Dexter's gonna look at Rihanna and motion with his head to see if like she wants that to start like information walk up.
Brianne will nod yes and pushes Allegra further back. If something happens, run.
So Dexter's gonna move like 5 feet and wait for you.
Okay. Stop that.
Yeah, basically like he's gonna keep like walking side to side with you until like something happens.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
A little further out might be better that because otherwise we look like a target.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
Leverett, you're free to move your token.
Leverett is going to try to find the best hiding place he can.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Let's see here. Perception. Please be good. Yeah. Bad.
Probably up here by this tree. You could probably get behind the tree and be able to see down into most of this area.
Okay. And I will get up there behind the tree.
All right. You take your time
Allegra,
to
follow
climb
the
that.
bard.
So I'm gonna move up to the edge of the frozen stream.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my hand out, and how sturdy does the ice feel? My hand.
Go ahead and make a perception check. You're trying to feel how strong the ice feels. Seems fine. You could walk on it.
Well, so while putting most of my weight on the tree as I grab on branch to branch and slide across and sort of use the tree to stabilize me, I'll move across the ice.
Okay. The ice seems fine, if slippery.
While still bracing onto the tree to keep my balance. Forward.
Uh-oh.
This is boys and girls.
So as
And
you
people.
as you step there and you glance left into the cave, a pair of opalescent eyes flick open, and shift color to blue.
Yay.
Okay. So those bones aren't aren't as tall as I think they were.
No. A creature comes out of the cave. First, it just looks like it's this long neck, and then more of its bulk comes out as the first claw with wings pushes forward, and then another one behind it. Its scales are a modeling of blue and white. It roars again. And we're going to go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay. Oh, shit.
Okay, Tibble, that's your time. Yes!
A 21 on initiative for me.
Okay.
Oh. Did my initiative not roll?
19.
Oh, how do you...
I'm sorry, how do you have a 19.15?
It's to resolve, like, ties.
Yeah, that's what that's for.
Okay.
Oh. Is that my initiative roll?
That is your initiative
that-
roll. Yeah.
Okay.
That's to resolve ties. That's why you're getting the points. The very small.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. We got Vac and we got Leverett. You still need to roll. We got the Wyvern. We got Rianne. We got Dexter. We got Allegra. Okay.
Mine's there. I'm right after Allegra.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay. So who? Why is it missing in the Is there a way I can fix it?
Oh, you would see... What did you... Oh, okay, I see. No, I can see why. You have to click on your character.
I got
Leverett,
it.
And then roll initiative.
I'll update it. What'd you roll? I have to be on a different screen to be able to update it.
14.
14. Okay. Updated. Great. Let's go and begin. Vakken, you're first.
Okay. So this thing is still in the mouth of the cave, right? Its head
Yes.
poking.
Yes,
okay.
its front half is poking out. Its back half is not.
Okay. I'm going to aim the grenade. Since the grenade has a blast range, I'm going to aim the grenade at the top of the cave.
Okay.
With it. I'm within 20... Am I within 20 feet?
You are within 20 feet.
30 feet, sorry. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
sweet.
you're within
so
30
I'll
feet
go...
of it.
Okay. Grenade! And I'll just make an attack.
Yes, this is a dex-based attack roll.
So I'll just use my longbow I'll just roll with my longbow for that. So attack, normal.
Alright, so the grenade hits the top of the cave mouth. It explodes immediately. Go ahead and roll. Did I add Fulmination Potions to your stuff?
I think I might have not gotten it because he just handed me one.
Right, okay. Let me grab them from my collection. Hold on.
Actually, Dex.
Mm-hmm.
Mark one off and roll the damage, because that would probably easier.
I'm going to mark on my inventory. We have like 9 out of 10, but I did not receive any stat for it.
Right.
Okay.
It's called a Fulmination Potion. It's in my homebrew. If you don't have homebrew enabled, it's not going to show up in D&D Beyond. Roll 3d6 fire damage. Wait, hold on. Roll 2d6 fire damage. And then I
have to clear...
Make a dex save.
3d6.
It succeeds the dex save. It dodges the blast.
So this thing actually does nothing to it. And wait, it gets to move?
It's for effect. It's not going to move, but that was for cinematic effect. But yeah, it dodges the blast, and takes no damage.
And nothing happens to the cave either.
Yeah, the rocks kind of like some of the rocks explode and splash out, but this is more of a anti-infantry bomb, and not a demolitions kind of bomb. So there's some scorching. There's a little bit of fire on top of the cave. The creature is unaffected because it dodged it.
Roll to hit and dex and saves. This is ooh.
I mean, it's a grenade. The splash damage on it is 3d6. The 2d6 is for on impact. You didn't need to roll the 3d6 because it dodged the splash damage, and you didn't throw it on it, so it didn't take the impact damage. Does that make sense?
So what's my first? Is that considered a full action, or is it just considered one attack?
It's one attack.
Okay, so I'll draw my sword and go in for a slash.
Okay.
Let's die! Let's fucking die! Oh, forget. Why is my character not moving?
Because it's paused. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Okay. And I'll move out to the side so I have, so I'm less likely to get tossed off the edge.
Okay.
Attack. Normal.
Alright, so you go ahead and you stab out with your rapier.
Does it hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
You poke him for 7 points of damage. Okay.
And as my bonus action, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith, which increases my AC by 2.
Alright. So as you poke him, you thrust your sword, your rapier, into the creature, poke him in the side of the face a little bit. It's unhappy. It's very unhappy. Okay. Shield of Faith. Okay. So, are you casting it on yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. So that brings us to Allegra.
Allegra will be holding her actions until after. I want to hold my turn until after I see what Rianne's doing.
Okay, you do have to choose an action to hold.
Okay, then I guess I'll go ahead and move up a little bit.
Okay, yeah,
Still
go ahead and
keeping
take
my distance.
Yeah, go ahead and take your movement.
Okay. I know Rianne wants her to stay back, so she's gonna stay only a little bit back. And then she's gonna hold her spell casting action, I guess.
What spell are you? You have to specify what spell you're gonna cast.
I suppose she's going to hold. Let's take. Let's do Tasha's Mind Whip.
Okay. You begin the incantation and movements for Tasha's Mind Whip.
Okay. But she's trying to read the room.
The cliff, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It's the Wyvern's turn. It's going to attack you, Valken. First, it's going to try to, let's see, slash you with its claws. That is a natural 20. I am not kidding.
Ow.
Is that the first roll to hit?
Chat, verify. Chat, verify.
Hey, can I get some poggers in the chat?
I'll go ahead and put some poggers in the chat. I'm gonna go ahead and post that to Discord.
No, I believe you. I believe you.
Backing.
Let my hubris be my downfall. Let my
No, it's
yeah. Can I have some Bible thumbs on the chat?
Ripping pepperonis.
Alright, so that's the claw attack, so 7, 14, 18 points of slashing damage. As it reaches out with its claws and rakes them across your torso, bloody hit. Second attack, the creature's tail whips up and a barb extends from the end, and it violently slashes down towards you. 14.
That misses.
All right. You go ahead and you try to parry that attack, and your sword deflects the barb out of the way, narrowly missing you.
Oh, how do you roll a saving throw on this?
I
I have to make a concentration check because I took damage.
Yes, so you go ahead and you click on your constitute. One of them's the saving throw. If you look at the little two boxes by constitution.
Yeah, I know. I clicked it and nothing's happened.
Okay.
I click on there's a box that says saving throw. When I click on it, nothing happens.
Yeah, you click on the word.
Oh, there it is. Okay, I have to click on the Constitution, then it'll give the option.
Yeah, you click on the word and it tells you. Yeah.
Okay, I'm fine.
Yeah, you're fine. All right. So that is the end of the Wyvern's turn. Dexter, you're up.
Okay. I am going to, as a bonus action, I am going to go ahead and cast. I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on this Wyvern.
Okay.
Let me mark the spell off. Spell Hunter's Mark. Okay. Poop. Okay. And because I'm a Gloomstalker, I get plus 10 movement on my first turn. So I'm going to move 40 feet, and with my lance, I'm going to start attacking it. And
okay.
Also because I'm a Gloomstalker on the first turn, I also get an extra attack, so 3 attacks on it.
All right.
Let's go, boys. Okay, let's attack. No advantage or anything like that, right?
No.
Okay. That's a natural 1.
Yeah, that misses.
20?
20 will hit.
That's gonna be 11 piercing. From Hunter's Mark 2, and again extra 1d8 for Hunter's Mark. Not for Hunter's Mark, for Gloomstalker. 20 damage.
Okay.
And my third attack for, god dang it, 10.
Yeah, it misses. Alright, so your second attack hits.
And I do 20 damage.
Alright. End of your turn? Okay. Rianne, you're up.
Rianne wants to run up, slide across the ice, baseball style,
Okay.
and get into the action.
Alright.
Can I do that?
Your movement is 30 feet, correct?
Yes.
If you want to allow the ice to carry you to the other end, you're gonna have to succeed an acrobatics check to stay upright. Otherwise,
Not athletic?
Not athletics. No, this is all about balance.
I'm willing to try it.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and set the DC here. Yeah, that'll pass. So that'll take you to... That's 15, and then that'll slide to here. Yep. Oh, no! All right, let me do it. Let me do it.
I'm not touching anything.
Let me do it. Let me do it.
You rolled too well. You kept going.
All right, so that's your 30 feet.
Yep.
So you're there.
Alright, I can't engage any closer combat, so I will hold my fight action if it comes closer to me.
Okay. Alright, yeah. That brings us back to Allegra because you held a cantrip to attack.
It's not a cantrip, it's a full-on spell.
Oh. Mind Sliver?
Tasha's Mind Whip?
Oh!
No, Tasha's Mind Whip.
Mind Whip, okay, yeah.
So the target must make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. 2.
Okay. So it will be taking
3d6.
It will be taking 6 damage overall.
Oh, that's 2 1s, woof. Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. However, it cannot make a reaction until its next turn.
Okay.
And on its next turn, it must choose whether it gets to move, take an action, or a bonus action, and it only gets one of the 3.
Gotcha.
Nice.
It is upset. It's brain hurty. Alright, that brings us to Leverett.
Alright, Game Master.
Yeah.
Please give me an adjudication here.
Absolutely.
I believe that wyvern is 60 feet from me.
That wyvern is 60 feet from you.
Excellent. So the first thing I would like to do is Leverett will point his arm at the wyvern, and he will start whispering to himself. A number of spirits sort of vaguely take form around him, and they rush toward the wyvern, circling around it, and whispering discordant words in its ears, or whatever it has that passes for ears, hopefully racking it with terrible pain.
Okay.
Basically, it's just a reskinned discordant whispers.
Absolutely.
And it's a DC 15 wisdom check.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw, yeah. Okay. Fails.
Excellent. So, let's see how much damage we do here.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
Not
That's
bad.
double the damage of.
Alright.
And for a bonus action, I'm going to spend one of my Bardic Inspiration dice. So let me find my dice. Work it off. And one of the spirits is going to return to me to whisper in my ear and tell me a story. I am going to be using Bestow Tale.
Oh.
So I roll my Bardic Inspiration die against a chart, and it tells me what story I will be able to bestow.
Okay.
So let me find my.
It's a D12.
Find my Bestow Tale.
Oh, what is your die?
Is it? I think
No,
my
what?
Bardic Inspiration. No, my die is a dice 6.
Your die is die 6. So go ahead and
Yeah.
roll that.
Yes.
And I'm already looking at your table.
Okay. It is a 5.
Nice.
For a minute, any creature that hits the target with a melee attack takes force damage equal to a roll of your Bardic Inspiration die.
Okay, I can't cast that this turn because that takes a whole action. So I will just sort of hold onto that tail.
Okay.
And I believe that's it for me.
Alright.
I might find that useful. It hurts so badly.
As you're racked with pain, Vakken, another one climbs up off over the side of the cliff. Out from cover, it seems.
Bloody hell.
It seems that it is the other one. And it's gonna move. Eh.
Hey there.
They're not very fast.
On land.
No, not on land. As it climbs over the nest, you see that it's coming towards you, Rianne, and that tail whips up, and a barb flicks out, and it comes at you like a whip. That is...
My God.
Well, we're gonna see if it hits you or not.
Fair enough.
24.
Ah. My armor is 17.
Oof. Yeah, so that does hit you.
Bloody hell.
How many hit points do you have, Rihanna?
Currently 52.
Total. Oh, okay, never mind.
Go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw, Rianne.
Constitution. Eep. I have no idea how to roll save on this.
So when you click on Constitution, it'll give you an option to save. 16. Okay, good. Hold on a second. Let me just be sure.
Oh, I also forgot to mention you get +3 to all saving throws while you're within 10 feet of me.
Oh, okay, that's useful.
That's one of your auras.
Yep.
Okay.
It is my only aura.
Yeah. Okay, you pass the saving throw. So you take. Let me just boot.
Oh, there it is. Okay, I found them. I can do that. Right. Okay.
Let me just go ahead and boot music in. So hold on. Let's see. That's 7 plus 4 is 11 points of pokey piercing damage as the barb jabs itself into you.
Ow. How do I notate that on my sheet?
When you click on your sheet, you go ahead and where it says your hit points, there should be 2 figures. On the left both figures are editable. The left figure is your value. The other one's your max.
Ah, okay. Damage. There it goes. And I'm taking how much?
11 piercing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And half of this. Okay. Another 11 poison.
Ow.
Yeah.
That's already halved?
That's halved.
Oh.
Ow. Why did that update? Oh, never mind.
I got it on your foundry.
So
Okay.
I was lucky the crit was on the claw and not on the barb.
Yeah!
Yep.
Yeah!
I feel a lot luckier than I did before. I feel
Good.
Hey, buddy, you wanna see? You ready for some smites?
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna be birdie for a lot today.
Alright, after it whips you with the barb, poisoning you, surprisingly, its jaws come in from the side. That is not going to hit you. That is a 16. You're prepared for this blow. You turn, you block it with your battle axe, and you turn its head aside.
Okay. I can have an attack of opportunity. Does this qualify?
No, attacks of opportunity are limited to creatures leaving your melee range. This thing isn't even in melee range with you, but you're in melee range with it. Does that make sense?
So, yep.
Yeah, unless your weapon has reached.
Battle axe does not.
Okay.
Vakin, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm going to let's go. I'm going to stab it with my mighty sword.
Okay. Go ahead and give it a poke.
Shake it all about.
Normal. Ooh, that's promising.
Oh yeah.
That's damn it, one off. One off. And I'll roll damage.
Yeah, you go ahead and you jab in, trying to get at one of its eyes. Alright.
Yeah.
You give him a good poke.
I'll make a second attack.
Alright.
Let's roll. Normal. Yes!
Ooh, yeah!
I'm spending a crit on this one. I'm spending a smite on this one.
Alright. So how I do criticals is you roll the dice, you double the value that you roll, and then you add modifiers afterwards. So if it's 2d6 and the value comes up as 5, plus 3 comes up out 8. Okay? Does that make sense?
So plus and these things. Okay, and before I ask the standard things, these things are just dragons. They're not anything special that would get bonus dice. They're not demons. That
No. They don't get. You don't get any bonus dice for these.
Okay. Nope, just standard question.
Is anybody else having issues with music?
Shoot.
No.
Oh boy, this is gonna be good.
24 was what I rolled.
7.
And, yeah.
Okay, let me just do some quick math here. Times 2 is 48 plus what your modifier's 4, so that's a total of 52 damage.
Nice.
I jab the thing. I get in the eye this time.
Yeah, you got him in the eye this time.
Quick stab, then I pull out with a nice string of blood following the tip.
What did I say?
Blade.
54?
You said 52.
You said 52.
Yeah, 52. He looks really pissed off and really bad. All right, let me try something. Getting some errors for you guys. Hold on. There we go. That loaded. Okay, that brings us to... Is that the end of your turn, Vakken?
Yes, that would be the end of my turn.
Alright, Allegra, you're up.
Okay. Allegra's gonna, like, see what's just happened, get a little bit angry, and... toss it right there. Tossing a gigantic fireball.
Okay.
Past all of them to collide with the wall and catch these two schmucks with the explosion.
Alright. Dexterity saving throws, yes?
Yes.
Left passes, right fails.
I would like to... You said the left one passes, so I wanted to make sure I have the right one.
This one passed.
Okay. That's okay. The right one failed. That's the one she's really got a grudge against. So, I'll go ahead and roll damage right now. 30 damage to each. Sorry, 15 to the left one, 30 to the right one.
Right. Okay. Yep.
Okay, that thing's... Okay, these things are pretty tough.
Never mind.
The fireball explodes and a wild storm of flame just erupts between the two of them. The one that's on the left that's engaged with you, Vakken, and Dexter, just half of it is blown to ashes. The other half gets launched onto the side of the mountain there, hits the tree, and splats on the ground. I love that little, like, face where it's got, like, the tongue out and the eyes are X's.
It is very clear.
Dramatic reading.
Alright. Allegra, that was your spell, action. Bonus action, movement.
Let's see here. Bonus action, I don't have any. So, movement. She's going to... get up closer, like, right at the edge of the ice.
Okay.
And, like, be, like, throwing insults at these stupid, primitive beasts.
Okay.
She's not, like, holding back. She's...
Alright.
That's her turn.
Dexter. Your turn.
Dexter's gonna notice what Allegra's doing, and he's gonna try to get in the way of it to where I can start attacking it.
Okay.
And I'm going to lance. I want to whap.
Oh! Not 20, here we go!
God.
Roll damage.
Oh, shoot, you...
That is a Ooh, that's only a 4.
So 8 plus 3 plus 2. That's
13.
13.
Mm-hmm. Another one for 17.
That's the attack roll, yes? So that that does hit.
Damage. 6.
Alright.
Mm-hmm. And as he's doing that, he's gonna go and use like a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
As Allegra is screaming, he mutters a prayer, like raises up a finger to the sky and then points at Allegra, and I'm going as a bonus action cast Sanctuary.
On Allegra?
Yep.
Okay. Alright. That's the end of your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Rianne, your turn.
Rianne is really pissed off and is going to attack.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also going to declare my extra attack and unwavering mark.
Ooh.
Which I'm pretty sure I can get close enough to get over that. I have to get within range to hit this thing.
Yep, you gotta walk up to it.
I did.
Yep, there you go. You stomp over the bones.
Alright, attack. Battle axe. Roll. I'm doing it two-handed.
Okay. 16 hits.
Alright. Oh, for Mike's sake. Plus 4, that's 9.
Yep.
And... hold on. My... Ow. Yes, scream all you want.
Try some more.
I'm gonna throw some dirt in your eye.
Let's see. Where's that other action? Where did it go? Oh, okay. Those were used. And I get to hit again.
Yes, you get 2 attacks.
Alright, so we attack again.
And you would like to mark this creature, correct?
Correct.
Okay, that hits. Yeah, that's it. Okay, you've marked it. So it has disadvantage on any attack rolls against creatures that aren't you. If it damages anyone else, you get a special melee attack against it on your next turn as a bonus action with advantage and a +3 extra damage. You can do this 4 times per long rest. So, okay.
And I believe that's my turn.
If the creature makes an attack, casts a spell, inflicts an enemy, or deals damage to a creature, the spell ends. Oops, Sanctuary's gone.
No. That's the warded creature, which is Allegra.
Makes an attack.
Yeah, Allegra didn't attack it.
Oh, Allegra. Allegra. Never mind. Sorry, I thought she. Never mind. Perfect. Never mind.
No.
Perfectly fine. Like, sorry, misheard who she said. Sorry, I thought
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, so that's the end of your turn, Rianne?
Yes.
Okay. Leverett, your turn.
Okay. First, I will start by doing what I should have done last time and moving forward. I'm not sure I can get as close as I really need to, though. Well, I've got 30 feet of movement, I believe.
Yep. Most humans do.
Alright, so moving up. Not quite up. Oh, there we go.
Up.
Oh, I did not mean to do that.
They have fused.
Oh man, personal space.
Yeah, that was an accident, sorry.
There, right?
I don't know how that happened. There we go. Yeah, I believe so. Alright, so Rianne is... God dang it. I know what's wrong. I keep forgetting to turn my ruler on. Okay. So Rihanna is toe-to-toe with this thing.
Yep.
So I'm going to use an action to bestow the tail of the Avenger on her.
Okay.
1 minute, any creature that hits her with a melee attack takes force damage equal to a roll of my Bardic Inspiration die.
Oh.
Lovely.
That's my action.
Okay.
However, can I tell how this thing is looking?
Insight check.
Oh. Okay. Let's hope my insight is good. My insight is pretty dang good.
Yeah. This thing's pretty wounded.
Natural 20.
Yeah, it's pretty wounded. With a natural 20, it's got half of its life left.
Okay, so I'm assuming that's a
Bloody.
decent amount. It's
got
all right.
big sizable pool to start with. It's got about half of what it started with now.
Okay. So I am going to. I don't want to burn all of my stuff here. So I'm going to go ahead and use a cantrip on it.
Okay.
I'm using Mocking Ghosts, aka Vicious Mockery.
Absolutely.
So once again, ghosts swirl forward to whisper in its ears things that may not be able to understand, but probably doesn't like. And it has a DC 15 Wisdom saving roll to make.
It fails.
Ooh, 2d4 damage. Gives me a decent 6.
2d4, that's excellent.
And let's see. Can take another action if I want to use my action surge, but I'm really not certain that I want to get super close to this thing, even though I'm very lightly armored. So I am going to call that my turn.
Okay. That's the end of your turn. The Wyvern is going to make 2 attacks, both of them on Rianne. It's going to be a claw and a bite attack, or claw and stinger attack. So here comes the claw. 12 will miss.
Big time.
Yep. And here comes the stinger. 18.
Damn it, that hits.
Yes.
I would like to use my Chronal Shift and force it to re-roll as a reaction.
Okay. That is 19.
Well,
Hit.
I tried.
Thank you.
You tried.
You made it better. Now do it properly this time. Come on in.
Slowed it down just enough for that barb to really get in there. Rianne, I'm going to need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh shit, you're out of range of me.
I think that's a 5. Yep.
Oh shit.
That's going to be rough. Alright,
Yes, it is.
Here is the pokey damage. You take 10 points of piercing damage. It's not so bad.
Ow.
However,
Let's just...
here we go.
how many hit points do you have right now?
Hey.
20.
20? Okay.
Why do I not like the way he asked that?
I just wanted to verify, that's all.
Well, that was a lot of dice.
Right?
Look at it this way. It will take 1d6 damage for hitting you. Ooh.
Exactly. And it would be hilarious if that also knocks it out, if it kills it.
We only get one reaction, correct?
Yes.
Shit.
Okay.
So I do have to...
You take 25 points of poison damage.
I am down.
You are unconscious.
I am into the negative, people.
Negatives don't exist for D&D 5e.
they've always existed in my head. I'll deal with it.
Okay. So you are suddenly on the ground. You feel this barb poke into you. Your muscles seize. The poison spreads through your body, and you see blackness. You are unconscious.
Understood.
The wyvern takes 4 points of damage.
He doesn't know why, but it hurt him.
Damn it, hit the bone. I hit a bone again.
Wyvern spikes are like bee stingers.
This hurts me more than it hurts you. I disagree.
Okay. We're back to. Oh, no, it's still got its movement. So, let's see. It's gonna start to fly. It's gonna go up 10 feet, and then it's going to move 30 this way.
I'm in danger.
Dexter, you can take an attack opportunity if you'd like.
Mm-hmm.
Cause you have the pokey pull.
That
18.
hits. Yep.
14.
14 points of damage. Nice. Okay. It's still alive. That is the end of the wyvern's turn. Vakken, your turn.
How far away is it?
It is by Euclidean measurement, 35 feet across from you and 10 feet above. So
okay.
it's...
Okay, I'm going to drop my sword and shield onto the ground.
Okay.
And pull out my long bow.
Alright, you're gonna shoot it.
Oh, I can attack it?
Yeah, you can shoot it. Yeah, just dropping your stuff. Yeah, I'll allow you to shoot it.
Okay. No, just
That's why you let me adjudicate the rules, because you might get a bonus.
If anybody was wondering, it's 36.40055 feet away.
24, does that hit?
24 does hit. And you're making 2 shots?
Yeah, so I will roll another attack.
Okay.
17.
Also hits.
And it takes 6 from the first hit, 7 from the second.
Alright. If you didn't think I had a sound effect for this, you were wrong.
Oh,
Meaty
sound effect
thwack.
keep falling. Keep falling.
No, it's not falling. I was talking about the shooting, the bow sound effect.
I was hoping for a meaty thwack.
I was actually hoping for the sound from Mighty Python Holy Grail. Message for you, sir.
I should clip that and put it in the game. All right, so that is the end of your turn. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Allegra, you're in danger.
You fucking bet I am. How bloody is this little bastard?
Roll an insight check.
19.
19. It's got a couple of new arrows in it. It's got a big axe cleave in it. It's got a couple of holes about the size of an orange in it. It looks pretty bad. On the other hand, it's in your face.
You know what? Allegra has seen Rianne fall down.
Yeah.
She's very angry at that thing.
Okay.
She's going to 3rd level Tasha's Mind Whip this bastard.
Okay.
It is an intelligence saving throw.
Wow. What's the save DC?
15.
Oh, it passes.
I would like to force it to re-roll.
With your
Using
chrono...
my other chronal shift.
Okay. 3.
Okay. There we go.
That's better. It almost could do math, but then...
It fought for a second, and that was problematic.
It fought, and it fought wrong.
So with that,
got a
it will be
B-sod.
taking 8 extra damage.
Alright.
As well, it does not get a reaction this turn, and
It can only move, do an action or a bonus action, right?
correct.
Yeah.
With that, Allegra is going to haul ass over here.
Ah, I see. Deny the reaction so you don't get poked.
Well, the other option was for me to incapacitate it, but I figure its constitution's pretty fucking high, so that was not an option.
Mm-hmm. That's okay. I'm not faulting you for it. That was tactical.
So
that was good.
We're gonna sit over here and do my best to like pretend like I'm defending Rianne, which like is kind of like if a pinata tried to jump between you and a bullet. So, it's not much, but it might help.
Okay. Dexter, you're up.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's flying 10 feet up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does extra attack work with attack spells? Does anybody know that?
For your regular attacks, yes. If you use an extra attack, as long as it can be codified as an attack and not a spell cast, so there's a difference, then yes. So if you have to make an attack roll, yes. If it's a saving throw required, or if it has another effect that is not an attack roll, then no. It takes a full action.
Okay.
So you can pew pew Eldritch Blast twice if you've got, double attacks, but that's it. That's kind of the limit. Usually it's limited to cantrips.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, stinky.
Okay. I'm not gonna do multiple attacks. Dexter is going to lay down his spear. He's gonna put it on the ground and he's gonna snap his fingers at it. And he's gonna hear the sounds of Toll of the Dead.
Toll of the Dead.
14 wisdom save.
14 wisdom save. Nat 1.
Ooh, for a nice 2d12. Because it's damaged.
Yep. 9.
A 9.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's still up.
Okay. Now Dexter's gonna go here. He's going to crouch and he's gonna put a hand on the back of Rihanna's head. He's gonna put one hand in front of her face and he's going to cast as a bonus action Healing Word on her.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Lady Allegra, don't worry, keep on the battle. And Healing Word cast for 6 HP.
Very nice.
Okay, that's my turn.
That's your turn. That brings us to Rianne. You're awake. On the ground.
Fuck you say.
You ready to kick ass?
How many points did I get?
You got 6.
6.
Okay, I have no idea how this is going to work because it's telling me HP management, so.
I got you. You're fine.
Okay, I'm going to do the thing I can do to help myself, and cast Second Wind on myself.
Okay. That is a feature. Once per short rest, you can use that as a bonus action, so that's your bonus action. You still have your action and your movement. So go ahead and roll a D10 and then add 6, and that's your healing.
Okay. Come on. E6.
D10 plus 6.
Oh, D10. Sorry. Go away.
You should be able to go to your features and just click on it.
There it goes. Oh.
Ignore that. The D6. So it should be a 9.
8.
8. Okay.
Yeah. It's 1d10 plus 6, so 8. Okay,
that helps.
Yeah.
Well, that didn't work right. I am just gonna hold my action right now.
What are you going to do as your action?
If this thing comes near Allie, I'm gonna try smiting it again.
Oh, okay. Second wind. Alright. There we go. Alright, that brings us to Leverett.
Alright, question for you. I believe I know the answer, but I want to check with you.
Yeah.
Can you draw a weapon and attack with it in the same turn?
Yeah, I allow you to do that. Rules as written, you're supposed to do those as two separate actions, but I find that to be clunky, so yeah.
So, first thing I'm going to do is I am once again going to send my spirits to whisper dissonantly in its ears.
Mm-hmm.
I'm using that as a first level. It's a wisdom DC 15.
DC 15. It passes.
Alright, in that case, I am going to draw and fire my hand crossbow at it.
Okay. These whispers and
this will hit.
Ghostly words come into its ears, and it just is too dumb to get it.
Too dumb to be afraid.
Yeah. 18 hits.
That
Go
was
ahead.
an 18?
Yeah, go ahead and roll damage.
Let's see how much damage I do. A little bit.
6.
You can only cast one spell per turn regardless, correct?
You can only cast one leveled spell per turn. That was a full spell, right? Yes.
Yes,
So
that was a first level spell.
So you wouldn't be able to shoot because that one required a saving throw. It wasn't an attack roll.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Right, I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
Actually, I can burn my action surge. I was going to do something else with it, but that is true, so we'll just mark off my action surge for the shot.
Okay. You go ahead and you shoot it. The crossbow bolt goes into its open mouth as it's roaring, hits the back of the mouth, bores a hole into the skull, disappears completely.
You did it, Lambert! You're the best! Alright!
Leverett!
It falls out of the air suddenly and goes crashing down the cliff and disappears in the trees below.
Leverett just stares at his crossbow for a moment in amazement.
Just for good measure, are we out of initiative or?
You are out of initiative at the moment, yes.
Okay. Just for good measure, Dexter's gonna cast another healing word at Rihanna and give him a hand so help her get out of the ground.
Thank you. Most kind.
You did a fine job.
Ow.
Does anyone need more healing?
So,
I'm gonna
7.
I'm gonna go pick up my sword and shield that I dropped on the ground.
Sure.
We want to leave these behind.
Keep looking around. See if she.
I'm gonna need a lot of healing. I'm at 21 and my ace is 52.
Don't worry about it.
You know one of those potions I bought? I think I'm gonna drink one.
Okay. Yeah, you pull out a flask that you've had on you this whole time.
I was busy.
And you go ahead and you down it. Go ahead and roll the 2d4. Okay. You heal for
average.
Yeah, you heal for an additional 4 hit points.
It appears to have been 1d4.
Oh, that's 1d4. Roll another
It's
d4.
2, not a 2d4.
Sorry.
Yeah, just roll a d4. Yep, plus one more. Yep. There we go. We'll
So I'm gonna
piecemeal you back together.
I'm gonna
Be
spend
here, please.
18 of my land hand points and top me back up to full.
Okay.
So, what is Allegra doing? Because I see her moving a lot.
She's like looking around, trying to see if there's like any more of these obnoxious bastards.
Okay.
And then once she's kind of determined that those two are probably it, she's gonna look off towards the moot.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check first, and then a perception check.
Investigation, and then perception. 16 on the investigation, a natural 20 on the perception.
Okay. For your investigation, it seems that these are the only two wyverns that were in this nest. Plenty of bones about.
And the perception roll.
The perception roll, you do see the moot out there. It looks like it is well defended. You see some people moving around. They look like ants from here. But it is safe,
Okay.
from what you can tell.
She's going to like look around, see that the entire ground is just like coated with shit. And then she's going to like work on prestidigitationing a big enough area to do a Leomund's hut so that everybody can rest.
Sure.
I'm gonna go explore the cave they came out of.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check when you get in there.
My character. My character. I'm using the measuring. That's why.
Allegra, maybe that's not the best idea. We should go back to our carts. It's not good to leave it unattended for a while.
You can bring the cart to us, and we'll take it back down the mountain once we've all had a good rest. But seeing as Rihanna's wounded, we need to wait before we meet with... She'll, like, sneer a little bit. Those people.
Okay.
Well, Rihanna, how are you feeling yourself?
Ow.
I rolled a 6.
There are bones in here.
Yeah, all clear, guys. Nothing of interest here.
First,
I
sure.
am going to suggest that we might want to take the head of the wyvern that probably exploded. Good job, cuz. Way to go. Really proud of you.
She'll, like, pat Rianne and be like, just rest, and she'll pull out her bag of holding and get out, like, cushions and blankets and start, like, helping her lay out.
Thank you.
And
But
then
we should take the head because we can take it to the moot and they'll be really impressed.
Well,
Dexter can grab that once he catches the cart back up with us.
one of the other things we could
going
do.
to come up.
You're in the cave, Vakken.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you're looking
Yeah,
at
gonna
bones.
make an echo effect.
You're looking at bones. Lever,
Okay.
what were you gonna say?
First, I want to cast Cure Wounds at first level on Rianne.
Oh, absolutely.
Hopefully that's decent. Only 5.
That's okay.
Then, because I don't necessarily trust Vakken's perceptive abilities, would also like to go in and search the cave if I may.
Absolutely. That is totally within your power.
Ooh. Go, 24.
24. So what you find mostly here are old and rusted and frozen personal defense weapons, mostly knives, some torn clothing, not a whole lot of anything really. There isn't really even any money in here. Apparently whoever has been taken mostly, and it's mostly animal bones. You're figuring that out as you're going through it. It's mostly animal bones, but the few corpses of people, knives, some clothing, not really money. The clothing seems to be more along the lines of what the Darthaki people wear. But there are a few other, like, pieces of clothing that are really old and frozen and seem to be more along the lines of Corinthian fashion. That's about it. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of anything of great interest here.
Come out and say, oh, nothing here but bones.
I'm gonna go ahead and bring the cart around.
Okay, before you bring the cart around, you're going to run into this person down here.
Oh, greetings, good sir. Oh, pardon. Greetings, my lady.
She eyes you up and wordlessly gestures for you to follow her.
Oh, most certainly.
And begins to leave.
Do we hear him talking to her?
Yeah, you're not that far, and he speaks loudly.
They're true.
Shit, she's just out of range. She'll, shout for Dexter to hold up.
Okay.
And, try to get the other person to hold up.
You shout to Dexter to hold up.
Mm-hmm.
Dexter, do you hold up?
Yeah, I go excuse me, and he's going to try to say excuse me in giant.
Darthaki,
thank you. I didn't have the Discord open.
Mm-hmm. Okay. She turns and stops and waits.
While they're there, Allegra is going to attempt to cast Detect Thoughts on her way over.
On the person?
It's actually cast on me and any creature that I can see within 30 feet. I can focus my mind on one of them. If it doesn't have an intelligence at 3 or lower, or speak any language, the creature is unaffected. But I speak a language, so initially I will learn the surface thoughts of the creature, what is most important on its mind at the moment. As an action, I can shift my attention to another creature's thoughts or attempt to probe deeper. So she's just trying to learn the surface level thoughts of unknown person.
Okay. Alright. Surface level thoughts are that she is patiently waiting for you all to follow her.
Mm-hmm.
And then
today's a great day.
I suppose she's going to... I have one thing out of character really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Tao, when we left the capital, or during the capital thing, I think I distinctly had mentioned that you had to get rid of your...
military symbols?
Your military...
Yep, I remember that.
Did you ever do that?
Unless you count the symbol on my shield as military, then yes.
I guess that's a question for the DM.
No, I would say whatever symbol that you have on your shield is probably more heraldry from your family.
Okay.
Okay. If that's the case, she's going to, in giant, explain to the woman to
Darthaki?
hold up the Darthaki. That they have a wounded and they need a moment to gather everyone up before they follow her.
Okay. She nods as if she understands.
Okay. So Rianne will walk back and help... Sorry, Allegra will help Rianne up to follow.
Okay, do you fill them in on what's going on?
Yes, she'll explain that there's a Darthak tribeswoman down there, probably eyeing up Dexter, and that they want us to follow her, presumably to the moot. And she's going to look Rianne up and down and be like, "Are you?" What was that?
We really need to take that head then.
Well, let's do so quickly. And Allegra understands Rianne is hurting, so she's gonna struggle to climb up.
and then
Al,
like
don't. No, Allie, don't.
and try to like push it down, like roll it off the cliff up there.
This thing is heavy. Roll me a athletics check. Is anybody... Vakin, what are you up to? Leverett, what are you up to while she's doing this?
Apparently, I just popped my head out of the cave. So where the hell did everybody go?
Oh, it was almost a nat 20! You don't understand!
It's too heavy for you.
She's still gonna keep up, like, you know, she's
Can
trying.
you help my cousin, please?
Sure, I'll help. Is this going to be a collective roll or a...
One of you gets an advantage on the athletics check now. While they're doing that, Leverett, what are you doing?
Okay, I'll roll with the advantage since we're basically the same. Yay! Does that work?
No.
Okay.
It's too heavy.
Just cut off the head. Just cut off the head.
Can I use...
Well, I want to hear what Leverett's doing first. Leverett, what are you up to?
Right, so they're all struggling with the wyvern.
Yep.
I have no weapons or spells that would allow me to lop its head off. Nor does he have any interest in making a fool of himself trying to drag it off the
I'm pretty sure with three of us we could manage it.
And did we all see the woman who approached, or
she's not hiding or in stealth, so you can see her. If you
able to hear him? Sorry.
If you turn around, like
able to hear him talking to her?
No, she's too far away, and she hasn't said a word. So Dexter's loud, so you'd probably heard and that's probably your flag to turn around and see what's going on over there. But yeah, you can't really catch from 90 feet away what he's saying specifically.
Right.
Do you like some berries?
Okay.
Would you like some berries?
Offers berries.
You guys are 90 feet away. You can't be talking to each other.
No, I'm offering her berries.
Yes. Leverett, what are you up to? What are you doing?
Leverett is just he's checking himself over. He's shipping his crossbow into its holster, whatever you do.
Mm-hmm.
I already checked the cave. I don't think I with my -1 strength modifier. I don't think I'm going to be helping them with the wyvern.
That seems like somebody else's job.
Yeah, he's going to go sit down on a stump or something, pull out his book of tales, and start writing the tale of defeating the wyverns.
Nice stump right here.
Allegra will use the gift given to her from her mentor.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead and roll a d8.
Oh my God.
You find this comical.
I do.
That might help, right? It can't do any more damage.
Let's see. What was the 8 again?
Giant elk.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that'll help. All right.
Just gonna
pull that bad boy
pull it out.
Hold on.
Toss it.
Yeah, you pull out this little ball of fur that's very coarse. Kind of would be nice if it was like a pillow or a blanket. But it's not. It's just a ball. And then you toss it on the ground, and poof, a giant elk appears.
Right. So she's gonna look at the elk, look down at the bag, kind of oh, okay. Well, anyways, can you help us move this?
And it goes ahead and pushes it, and pushes the half a wyvern off the cliff, going around the tree.
Yeah, I don't know why we couldn't push it, right? It's only half the size. It's not even...
Yeah, but it's it's a big creature.
It's not even large anymore. It's not even large.
It's 1.5 out of 2.
Yeah, so she's gonna help the elk down and look over to
Rianne and... Oh, is he pushing it all the way down?
No. He's just walking. Like, he pushed it down. Like, he followed your instructions. Now he's just screwing around.
Can you come back here and, she'll, like, look through her inventory and then kind of, like, laugh a little bit and go, hey, Rianne, do we have rope?
Yes. I have rope. We can... 50 feet of hempen rope. Never go anywhere without it. We can, if the elk will agree, we can tie it around the head and make a harness and tow it.
The elk will more than agree. And she'll look at the elk.
It rolls its eyes, but nods.
Or we can make it wah and pull it. It'd be nicer for the elk if we did that way.
I just want to look at the elk and be like, I don't need your sass. I get it enough from my teacher, okay?
No.
Thank you.
Why don't you use your battle axe and hack its head off?
Elk?
No, the wyverns.
Oh, okay.
Watch out, it's got a gun!
It's coming right straight for us!
Alright, so Rianne, you get up and you hack its head off with the battle axe. Tie the rope around.
That's totally within my strength.
Yeah, you could totally do that. Yeah, and then you tie the rope around the head, and then you tie the rope to the elk. Congratulations, you have now acquired a wyvern head trophy.
Yay.
Who wants to ride the elk?
Ride the elk. No, I'm not climbing that high. No, I'll fall.
Allegra will, like, struggle on top of the elk. Maybe.
Okay. Yeah, you, go ahead and give me, either an acrobatics or a athletics.
Well, good news is, I am a famed acrobaticist.
You struggle to get up it, and then it, like, turns its head to the side to allow you to use its antlers as a ladder, and then you get on it.
It's still like watching a toddler try to, like, climb on anything.
Yeah.
Oh, poor elk. That must be painful for them.
This is a giant elk, right?
Yeah, it's giant. It's big.
Possible Leverett would like to join Allegra. Leverett would like to join Allegra on its back.
Okay.
But you didn't even...
Yeah, you get on. Yeah, 10 was what I was calling it.
Okay.
50-50. Yeah, you get on. You're on it.
She's gonna, like, look back at him like...
Go ahead.
As soon as he settles himself, he says, so, know any good stories? And it is absolutely clear he's talking to the elk. Not Allegra.
The audacity of this bitch!
The elk starts regaling you in elk, which I don't believe you understand.
No, but I quickly cast comprehend language.
Okay. So it begins regaling you this story about how it met a wizard once and was turned into a small ball. And now it is destined to a life of servitude. Yeah, so that's what it describes.
How long does my detect thoughts last? More than only a minute. Damn it.
Yep.
Well, Allegra's gonna, like, look at both of them and, like, I don't need sass from either of you, and that's very audacious of you. Let's get going.
Alright. Anyone want to do anything before the party gathers and follows the strange Darthaki woman?
No, I'm just gonna stagger along the side of the elk.
Okay. Vakin?
Nah. Follow. We don't. You know, I was thinking about moving the tree to mark over top of where the other one fell.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel at this point it's probably just gonna be pancaked on the ground.
Oh yeah, that if you look over, you could make a perception check to see if you could find it.
Okay.
I should have cast Featherfall on it.
Gently lands.
Okay.
Perception check?
Yeah, this is gonna be a second. I'm probably not gonna find it, but whatever. Perception, normal. Nope.
There is, like, what you can see is, like, there's, like, a couple of trees down there that don't have any snow on them, but that's about it.
Yeah, so you're pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it fell somewhere down there.
Yeah, it probably fell through those trees, and now you can't see it anymore. So it's not like it hit the ground and then exploded and there's blood everywhere. That's not the case. It's down there semi-intact.
Because thinking if we're gonna drag back one whole, I would rather have the one that's actually whole and not just burnt, half of it burnt to crisp.
Well, they just have the head. So
yeah.
All right, cool. Anything else before you guys follow the Darthaki woman?
No.
Did she take my berries?
No, she does not.
Sorry, buddy.
Yes, I told you not to hand people, not to grab berries out of your pocket.
Never offer a woman a berry on the first meeting.
Oh my god, okay. Whenever we get back to being within 30 feet of her, Allegra would like to do detect thoughts again.
Okay.
On her. Well, on herself, and therefore detecting the thoughts of the Darthaki woman.
Okay.
And then she wants to kind of ask her a couple of questions, she'll introduce herself and introduce everyone else, and then kind of ask her name.
She appears at this juncture to be unwilling to speak.
I figure you won't answer, but we're not headed into a trap, are we?
Oops. That one.
Does not react to your
to
your statement.
She'll try to. She doesn't want to probe her thoughts, but there's nothing on the surface level. There's not a thought behind those eyes.
There are just the continuous thought of being patient.
Oh no, I don't want to. Fuck.
You're dealing with someone who is quite strong in their own willpower, it seems.
Okay. I guess she's gonna see of everyone else here. She's gonna not probe. She's gonna just read the surface level thoughts. It's very important. If I say probe, there's a wisdom saving throw, and everybody knows that I did it. See, this is not very nice. So anyway, she's just gonna surface level read everyone around her.
Okay.
Not including the elk, because I don't need that level of sass.
Okay. We'll start with the closest. Leverett, because you're right behind her. Surface level thoughts. This kind of just happens because of the detect thoughts spell.
She can vaguely sense him imposing the story of the great elk that was captured by a powerful wizard, in parentheses, and doomed to a life of servitude.
Yeah.
If there's a way to audibly roll one's eyes,
okay.
Allegra is doing that.
All right. That would take us to Rianne next.
Ow. So much ow. Why am I that stupid? Ow.
Stupid's not the right word, but do you want to ride on the elk instead?
Allie, are you reading my brain again?
No. Would you like to ride on the elk?
No, I'll fall. This is a shorter distance.
Okay, these three are too far, so you're generally just gonna have to move. You're gonna have to be like this.
Okay. I can't move the whole thing, so
yeah, I know. I got it.
Okay, so as I get closer, I would like to surface level of these two.
Yeah, Dexter and Vakin, your surface level thoughts, one at a time, please.
You can go ahead, Burn.
Okay. Well, that thing fell a friggin' fucking long distance. Can't even see it.
Okay. And Dexter.
Okay, Dexter's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breathe slowly, Dexter. Keep calm. It's okay. Look at the sides. Look around you. What do you see? That is a very majestic elk. Oh, it's Allegra riding it. She's very pretty today. The weather's very nice. Where are we going? Okay.
That's too much white
Composure.
noise for me.
You turn it off. There's too much anxiety to turn it off.
Right, we're focusing on something else.
Yes. The thing that's probably the palate cleanser is the just empty, just the constant patience.
Okay. Allegra's like trying to read something into that, but like she's gonna kind of just be like, okay, this is.
Would you
She's gonna,
like to
go over it?
probe her thoughts?
She's gonna
Ooh,
think
but
about it for a second, and then
but
be
at that
like,
point,
no, that's probably not the wisest decision. But she's gonna like mentally go over in her head spells and everything that she can cast, and kind of be like, and like just lean down to Rianne and whisper very quietly, being like, if we're walking into a trap, I don't have a lot of options for us. You know how I like joke about slowing one of the others down?
Yeah.
That might not be a joke this time. Ha 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 ha.
All right. So you guys ready to follow her?
yes, lead the way.
Okay. She leads you all to the Folkmoot. Yep. Oh no! One of you's just left behind.
Was it me?
No, it was Deadman. Okay, so this is where she leads you, and that is where we will pick up on our next episode. 2 weeks.
Cool.
You guys made it through episode 2. Yay!
Yeah.
Nobody died.
Yeah,
Not for a lack of
close.
trying.
Right.
So to be clear, next session we have to negotiate a peace treaty with all these guys.
Yes.
Right, look.
But don't worry. I could use magic. I could use divine magic to give myself a +5 to all persuasion checks for a minute for
Hey,
10 minutes.
we did bring the wagon with us, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys gathered your stuff, and she was incredibly patient. So.
Did she have any
You
reaction
said
to the
rib
living?
shot.
Sorry, what'd you...
Sorry, I figured out how to make a macro.
Did you? Nice. Cynthia, what'd you say?
Did she react anyway to the wyvern's head?
No, she very even keel. So we'll have some time for like whatever you guys want to talk about on your way to the moot, and then we'll pick up from there next time. Thanks for coming out and playing. Audience, thank you guys for stopping by. Remember that you can join our Discord through my About page. Remember to follow us so you get those alerts when we go live. And that's about it for now. Next game is Lost in Theros on the 22nd, so it's going to be a little bit before we play a D&D game again, but I might be on here and there for video games and whatnot, so stop by if you'd like. And I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you again.
Look at me! I'm right beside the
Because
edge.
that was my entire